What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It's Godmama here. Hmm. Shout out to all my godchildren, my god family, my loves. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking I need to put on some damn makeup, but nope. Period. That part right there. Even my eyebrows, I don't know what to do with them, y'all, cause they filling back in, they growing, and I'm not really ready to cut them, cause the I need to follow my natural shape next time after doing that part right there, trying something very different and creative, with my eyebrows, cutting half of them off and shit. And then at first I had them going upward. Now it's like now I'm ready for them to go back to the normal, right? So that part right there. I'm gonna let them grow back in. It's afternoon, so good afternoon, y'all. I hope y'all doing good out there and stuff like that too. I really wasn't gonna talk to nobody today. I ain't gonna lie. I was just finna chill today, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna do a quick energy update to see what's going on. I'm already feeling that energy of people being prayed up and things like that. It's some good protective energy surrounding me and things like that. Is what I'm noticing. Off back, that part right there. I'm here off back. You understand? So that part right there, fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. That's crazy. Being a healer of the ages here as well. So it's given that. You could be talking to Jesus, you understand? And you have a gift where speaking is concerned. You can heal people through your words, through the words that you speak and things like that is what I'm seeing here. You have been doing so. And you are attracting a healing romantic connection or in situation is what I'm seeing here. It could be just an experience that brings you a lot of healing, right? Okay, so look, y'all. That part right there. And I keep hearing that. Cause it's giving that like they in a way, and it's like somebody they saying they can't stay away from you. I'm hearing that song. You understand? And he's like, I know you put that on for me. You understand? So somebody, I don't know what it is that you've been doing lately. It's like you could just be wearing random things and stuff like that, but it's reminding somebody of them, and they could feel like you wear certain things or you putting certain things on to catch their attention. Somebody could really be wearing things and stuff like that. I'm hearing even putting stuff up in their hair to catch somebody's attention. I'm seeing something like a butterfly or some sort of hearts or something like that, or some stars or something like somebody's putting in their hair. It's what I'm seeing here. Also, somebody could like have tattoos of any of those things that I just mentioned, a star, what I say, a butterfly. It's giving that some about the girl with the butterfly tattoo. You understand? I don't know too much about it, but what about it, God? That part right there. Um, Somebody's going through some sort of I don't know what it is. It's like an ascension, but it's also like a cycle, right? Where it's looking like somebody has needed some sort of healing with the hostilities in the reverse. It could have been like very hostile. I'm hearing it's going down. You understand that part right there. But it's like somebody prayed in a situation, you understand, or maybe just a spirit of healing just decided to come through, and bless y'all with that harmonious energy to help y'all to reconcile y'all differences and things like that is what I'm seeing here. We got the angel of strength here. Okay, so that part. Moving forward, know that you have more power in current and future circumstances, situations than you even think. So acknowledge that is what I'm hearing. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, okay? Make sure what you are speaking is clear and truthful, and things you will have some sort of assistance where something is concerned coming up, because it's given like you're gonna have to speak, all right? And you're needed to speak from a higher place or something like that, or a healed place, all right? I'm gonna be honest. So Yes, honor your contractual arrangements and agreements and things like that. If you set a goal for yourself and things like that, make sure you're reaching those goals, whether they're business goals or health goals, is what I'm hearing as well. Goals within your family life, your private life. So I'm just doing quick energy update, you know. Um, I'm not really looking to know anything. You understand about anybody in particular or anything like that. That part right there is giving minding my business. And that part right there, some of y'all, you that's that you're big on minding your business. That's what it is. So I'm minding my business. And it's saying trust God with the garden and the gate in reverse. It's talking about you have consciously, knowingly stepped into a relationship with the Lord, with God, partnership. Um, and it's like God is holding your hand. You understand you're not walking alone. And so honestly, it's like you could have things scheduled. And it's like you're needed to be flexible, okay? And you're also just needing to take some time to yourself and get rest and things like that. So you're not alone. I got a feeling you feel like it. And I got a feeling that's because people are going out their ways to make you feel like it. You understand, like you're alone, and it's like nobody's around you, and then it's like they see you by yourself, and then they're the one at that point in time they want to acknowledge the fact that you're by yourself and nobody's there with you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you. If you would like to go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Um, but yes, pretty much it's like people are going out their way to make you feel or make it look like it's like illusions and shit like that to, casting illusions over your work and things like that, over your broadcasting and shit like it, even YouTube channel or social media presence or something like that is what I'm hearing as well. But it's because they doing weird shit, and then out of nowhere, random people popping up out of nowhere that nobody was thinking about, nobody was talking to, nobody gave a fuck about. You understand? And then it's like all of a sudden they're relevant now, and it's like and your shit is slowing down, but that's a part of the competition, the unnecessary and unknown competition that they be having you in, right? And it's like they just keep on picking different people, different opponents to go up against you. You understand? And it's like they all end up losing, is what I'm hearing. So, and it's like that's a battle that you don't even need to pay attention to, because it's given like people are calling you out and things like that. You could be like a artist or a rapper and stuff, and they calling you out, unnecessary imaginary beef. They want you to get in the booth. They want you to stop talking and get in the booth and things. And it's like I don't have to do that. You have to do that. You understand that part right there. You don't have to do whatever they have to do. First of all, exactly. And it's like um they're all being used as puppets anyways. You understand that part right there? And it's saying the same shit over and over again. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been hearing these lady rappers and stuff, and it's like they're boring me at this point. And especially if it's like they trying to get me off my, you know what I'm saying? It's like you not doing enough, you not saying enough. You understand, period. And it's like, I don't understand what y'all be doing with trying to like make somebody feel some type of way about the fact that y'all just be fucking for money. Period. Cause your music ain't making no fucking money for you, girl. That part right there, you trying to challenge somebody to get in a booth off of some shit and stuff like that. And it's like you ain't doing shit with your career. Your career ain't doing shit. It's a fucking illusion, just like your name, bitch. That part right there. So that part right there, you could tell certain people be watching you in that part right there, and it's like that's how this shit goes. You got that part right there, and they be mad for no reason and stuff, and they be creating unnecessary beef with you that they can't even keep up. Right, that part right there. So it's like it's unnecessary to be going back and forth with these delusional ass, confused ass bitches that think that they gonna get somewhere by trying to tear you down. You understand that part right there? Because it don't work like that. And it's like whatever it was working like before, it don't work like that. And y'all are all now being used as test dummies. So I oh my God. They sending y'all ass out one by one and watch y'all get fucked up. You hear me? That part. Just, And that's why it's good to be your own person and shit like that, right? But yeah, we got yin and yang coming out, and then the man holding a coin. So some peace between you and somebody, or some sort of balance is what I'm seeing here. Um, Play your cards right is what I'm hearing. That part right there is giving you know how to play your cards right up in a certain situation, or when it comes to dealing with a certain particular individual, a male in particular. Okay, this male can know how to play his cards right when it comes to you. Okay, but it's more so about y'all being balanced and not know neither one of y'all trying to take over, or you know what I'm saying. That part right there, and it's coming together in a balance, a healthy balanced way. Somebody ain't gonna lie. And what I was just talking about all that competition and weird energy and stuff like that, all it did, it was like strength training too, low key, to prepare you for whoever this masculine energy is here. Also, this is about you and this person having a very important conversation very, very soon. Aw. Yeah, somebody you not about to be single for long. If you are single, is what I'm seeing here. I see somebody you're about to get married. Yeah, they try to distract somebody that got some big shit going on, and they want you to pay attention to petty shit and stuff like that. When it's like you got some big stuff going on, somebody's taking some sort of action towards you because they want victory. You understand? And coming to you will bring them some sort of a victory. Is what I'm seeing here. Um. mm. Yeah, somebody wants to ask you, do you want to, I don't know if this like do you want to partner up with them where business is concerned? Do you want to live with them? Do you want to marry them? It's big questions like that though. Some big shit. That's what they want. They see you as their equal. They see you as not anything less than them, and they see you as whoever brings the peace and the balance into their life, the one who completes them. They definitely feel complete on their own, but it's like you and this person both have embarked on a journey with the Lord, with the highest power, with God, and consciously and knowingly stepped into a partnership with God. And so y'all both are like, he's a man and he's like God partner, and then you're a man, you're a woman, okay? And you're God's partner. Then God has a plan to bring both that very loyal man and that very loyal woman together in union, okay? Get you this one and this one, and then they come together. Like somebody describing how, how men and women come together. You understand? But that's what it is, right? So it's given that. And it's like the Lord is the cornerstone or center stone for this foundation in relationship and connection, business partnership. I don't know, but God is involved, right? And it's like you not only got God involved, you got angels involved. Okay. Making sure that everything comes together um the way it's supposed to. I'm hearing strong. 6, 7. Okay. So your sixth and seventh chakras are very, very strong and powerful at this time. You're in a healthy heal place where that is concerned. So you're receiving higher knowledge. You got a higher awareness as well. That's what I'm hearing. You're very receptive to not just, what is being said to you and things like that. You can feel things more deeply and easily than normal. You sense things more easily than normal. Very focused energy as well is what I'm seeing, but also got this card in my hand separated from the rest of them. And this one is community. So it's a community of telepathic, intuitive, um, real shit. And spiritual elite people, okay? People who have ascended in the spirit and things like that. They're high vibrational beings, all right? With high spiritual rank. That's what I'm seeing here. Some even physical, okay? Somebody, you are the one that's like people underestimate you all the time because it's given like the others, certain others, they have roles in this physical world, you understand, in the in real life, and it's like It's not that you don't. It's just that it happened for them quicker than it happened for you or more earlier in their life. Everybody got their own purpose. Everybody got their own path in life, and things happen in different timelines up in everybody's purpose in life and path. And it's like yours was a little bit tougher because you always got people wanting to fight you. You know, the little dirty dusties and stuff like that. Yeah, the little ugly kids and stuff like that. You know, that didn't peak until they hit a certain age and shit like that. You know, they get grown and still be nasty and mean to people and shit. So yeah, it's like you've been dealing with some shit, but it's like that's not stopping you from whatever it is that you're meant to be doing out here. It's given that you're already doing what you're meant to be doing, right? It's just something about this foundation coming together for you. You got a platform or a foundation being put together for you. The garden and the gate here is given like the tables already prepared, right? So first chakra archangel Michael, and you could trust that. Okay. And it's like because you were in this partnership with God. So you don't gotta worry about, well, is God gonna deceive me? Is God got bad intentions for me? And things like how you think about with these people out here. So that part that okay, that makes a whole lot of sense, right? So it's giving like you walking around not worried about nothing. And that's what I'm hearing. Nigga, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing. Oh my God. So somebody that's how they feeling, okay? Storm warning in the reverse. Because they saying that don't play with me. She said, God on my side, you can't aim at me. So it's giving that. You understand? And I don't know. I feel like that somebody was involved in a shootout or something like that. I was just explaining something other yesterday, last night, but it's like when I thought about it a little bit more and more deeply, it's given like that shit. In my situation, it happened in real life, but it's given like that happened in somebody's life too. You understand? Like they was involved in a shootout because I referenced a time where I was in a shootout yesterday, last night, and it was on a holiday and shit like that. And everybody was tripping and stuff like that. And it was multiple people shooting. Nobody was shooting at each other though. That's the crazy shit. It was just a shootout. It was like they was having fun, like that damn song. They be like, shootout, hey, shootout, like a hold down, showdown. I don't know, but people shooting in the air and shit like buffoons. You understand? Like just tripping. But if it's a celebration or something and they the warriors and I understand that, but it wasn't none of that. You understand? And it's like the people just was out there shooting and stuff like that. So it's given that some people, somebody was involved in a shootout recently. And then it's like that person been riding around with their gun and stuff like that. And they pretty much like, I ain't worried about nothing. They not scared and they not worried about nothing. But yeah. Or somebody could have recently shot at that person. That's what I'm hearing. In the past or something as well. So I see your money. You got money coming in. Okay. I see a group of people who got money coming in as well. A group of high vibrational people who have been doing the work on themselves. They haven't been harvesting energy or trying to harvest the blessings from other people. Is what I'm seeing here. So we got a man holding a coin coming out, all tied up in the reverse. So this man got some free time on his hands now, or he will be. He could have been tied up real recently and things like that and stuff. And it's like you've been needing to be very patient while dealing with this individual. If you've been dealing with this person, you probably were dealing with him before, and you were probably extending a whole bunch of grace and patience towards this individual. You could have like separated or set yourself free from this person if this a work environment, work friend or something like that, colleague. You probably no longer work together. But yeah, somebody's watching you and they can see how patient you are, and they also see you as not demanding, and that's what I'm hearing. Somebody's just they not demanding, not controlling, not trying to force a situation, not pressuring is what I'm seeing there. That's it's like they are paying attention to all of that. And it's like that part right there, and I'm hearing this song right now. And it's I don't and it's like, okay, so pretty much somebody that they're busy. You could be knowing like men that are married and things like that as well. You could have dated somebody who was in the middle of a divorce before. You could have dated somebody who just were married and shit and don't talk about a wife or act like they got a, you don't know if they got a wife or not type shit. That's what I'm hearing. But somebody who tells you that they love you, my baby, whoever it is, they a weirdo. They love bombed you, and I think they had somebody else. They probably was in a relationship with somebody or some shit like that, some weird shit. That's what I'm hearing right now. Like somebody that shouldn't be telling somebody else that they love them because they got somebody they should be loving. They you know what I'm saying? They should, this shit sound crazy. But this man saying sometimes I tell you I love you even though I don't mean it and all that type of shit. But he's saying something about he's single. Whoever he is, he's single. Okay. He is single man. But you definitely have married man in love with you. And you recently uncovered this that a lot of the people that are attracted to you and that even be shooting their shots at you are fucking married. You know, the audacity, that type of shit. And it's like this that the way it's come to it, if it's not about their religion allowing them to be like that and stuff like that, it's given that it's a joke, it's a sham, it's a scam. Marriage is just what is marriage? That type of shit. I don't know. But somebody is no longer tied up in whatever it is. If it's business, if they was going through some money shit, they not having no money issues or anything right now. If they didn't have no time on their hands, because this the man holding a coin that could represent anything that's valuable. What's value to you? Your time, your money, your energy. You understand that? Your attention. That type of shit. So it's like whatever it was, they have some time or some freedom right now. You understand? Peace, love, and light. They able to move around, do some shit, do a little bit more. Um, they not putting limitations on themselves. They not, that's what I'm seeing, or at least at this time, they not. And it's so crazy. Oh my God. So yeah, something stopped, something ended, something is done. The light went off somewhere. So that's why they got some free time and shit like that on their hands. Hold on. So it could have very well been in a committed relationship or connection with somebody or married or something like that. And no longer is, or just, separated. The light out. There's no more there. There's nothing to work on. That's what I'm hearing as well. The physical attraction, all of that shit is done. So what? So they're saying to be patient with this person. Cause it's giving like somebody fell out of love with somebody, right? And it's giving like you while you were supposedly waiting on this person, if you were, but I'm not seeing that. You made a choice. Somebody chose this man, whoever this man is. He was chosen. So you got a partnership with God and you actually chose the man that God wants you to choose. And now this person got some time on their hands or something. But why I feel like there's a backstory here. Because you got a storm warning in the reverse. So you choosing to partner up with God help you to avoid storms, help you to avoid some sort of disaster, destruction. What I was just talking about the married guys and stuff like that, right? And if you keep running into married dudes and they be acting like they not married and shit, and then they randomly married and then you fucking with them, like say if you was to get sucked into some shit like that, like whole hypothetical situation, because this neither here nor there. I'm gonna be honest, you understand? So it's giving like, so you start dating this person, and y'all hit it off well, or y'all just was talking for a long time and y'all friends and stuff. Even while y'all talking, while y'all friends, this man never even posting his woman up on his, you hear me, or she never posting her guy. But it's giving us the man never posting his woman. He never post that he married. He never post that he got a family or anything like that. And he actually seems like a bachelor on social media and things like that. So Also, I'm hearing some stuff. Y'all never asked each other whether or not y'all was single or anything. It's just like y'all just was friends and y'all was hitting it off real well. And then out of nowhere, he starts to flirt and shit, and you fall for it, right? So you start messing with this man and things. Then you hear that the man married, but it's like before that, you start catching feelings and shit. You hear the man married or got a baby mama or something like that, right? And then your ass, you just don't want to leave that person alone. This is a hypothetical situation, but it may be true for some people, right? Okay, so it's like they don't want to leave that man alone and shit like that. No, after all this shit they just found out, and that's where your ass would have been stupid and dumb at either way it goes. Even looking at that part right there, let me just go ahead and wrap this shit up, and that's where you would have been dumb and stupid, and all of that type of shit, and you would have missed out up on this person that the Lord was preparing for you, right? So it's giving you dodge the bullet. You dodge the bullet. Any man that's been trying to talk to you, you haven't been talking to them. You haven't given nobody the chance. Low key, it's like when you do connect when talk to people, you talk to them enough to know that they next thing you know they married. They got a wife, so you don't give them you're not able to do go no further because of your moral code that you live by now, right? Maybe it wasn't always that way, but it's giving you to learn some things. And now when you learning these things, you applying the knowledge that you learned to your life. Okay, so you're moving in a different way and stuff like that. And what I'm seeing here, what you doing in my comments, I do not approve of. You understand? I'ma just keep it real. One thing I say to people all the time, I don't care what you do. Long as what you do does not hurt other people. You could talk all the shit that you want, sometimes words hurt and stuff like that. But it's like don't be out here physically harming nobody or trying to spiritually or energetically emotionally harm people, right? So you sitting in my comments saying do whatever the fuck you saying do. I feel like you a problem to the world. You're a danger to the world. You the type of person that, I send my spirit team and wrap your ass up. Get you up out of here real quick. Because why would you be telling people to do shit that kill them? That's you're a problem. Now I believe in balance, but not that type of shit. I feel like that's like evil to like tell people to do drugs and shit, especially ones that kill 'em. So get your goofy ass off my post before you end up fucked up. So we got appreciation here coming out. So all tied up in a reverse. Yeah, so somebody wants to take somebody on a date now. Wow, this is crazy. Also, what I'm seeing here as well, somebody's going to be showing you appreciation for letting them off the hook or something like that, or setting them free. You understand? Peace, love, and light. Because it's given like you finna have the upper hand up in a certain situation, and it's like you could have the upper hand and you could choose to, smack the fuck out of somebody with it. You understand? Do you hear me? But what I'm seeing here is like, something's been going on in your life, even though you were at first was not liking the circumstances or the situation or the way things were set up, and now you're starting to appreciate it. So you have a change of heart and a change of mind towards somebody, and they're going to be shocked to know that and see that. And it's like moving forward, this person's going to have a profound amount of appreciation for you. Okay, they're going to be showing you love and all that type of shit. I don't know if this a family member, but whoever it is, somebody's watching you and they can resonate with the things that you're speaking right now. Also, seeing that you are a very attractive energy, or it's like whatever it is, your appreciation is bringing in more of those things that you do appreciate. So, somebody is seeing that you do got a lot of things to be happy or grateful for. They've been observing you. Like, so outside of them, they know why you're happy or why you're giving gratitude or something like that, why you're always so grateful. The journey card here and door to romance. So this person's also been watching you to see what type of things that you like, observing you. Also, some about a trip coming up that you have. Um, but the way she got all these bags, it's looking like relocation. That's a big ass suitcase right there. Hold on. It could just be a travel suitcase. What the hell these words say up on here? Some words on there. It say scenic view. This road ends or something. And number 43, scenic view. And do that say Curious Town? Is somebody doing some shit like side quest? What? It's like, what is that? What is that? No, it's like certain places that you go. You understand? It helps you in certain different ways. So you go this way, it's going to give you a scenic view. If you go in this direction, you're going to be more confused. If you go over here, that's you're going to be reaching the end of the road. You understand? You're going to end up eventually having to turn back around, backtrapping, go do some shit over, right? So it's mindful when you get into this little area right here, where it's like you got your own light. You understand? So use it because it gets dark right there, and you got to read those. It's like it's different directions that it's pointing in, right? And but you got to read what's on them, but it's so dark that you could barely read it. So use your own light, somebody flashlight, you understand, on your phone, your cell phone. Make sure when you approaching places and things with signs and shit on them that you actually reading what's there. You understand? So that you don't end up getting yourself lost or anything like that out here. And I think you ended up in a situation where you was going through something like that and you trying to figure out where you at somewhere, and then you end up meeting somebody. You meet this person when you're lost. And I'm not talking about, oh, I'm lost, I don't know what to do with my life. That type of loss. Not making fun of nobody if you're going through some shit like that. But look, it's about like you were in a new town, new city, new something, and you don't know where the fuck to go, new building or anything like that. Whoever this person is, then, and I'm not telling y'all to just like anybody. You understand, just because they giving you some damn directions or anything like that. But yeah, it's somebody you meet when you lost, okay? And you got a fucking suitcase and a purse, but you are full of light, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So you're, even though you're lost, you're still divinely guided, right? So whoever this person is, you damn near was guided right to them. And blossom in abundance as well. When you met them, after you met them, your money started getting better. You started getting, if you working jobs, you get your income and your wages going up every job you get, every position you change, everything like that. Every time you get a new job, you getting more and more money. And I'm hearing that. Like, your income damn near tripled. Okay, your income tripled within a year and a half of knowing whoever this person is. So whoever they is, the energy between you is very, very abundant. Okay, and that's important because it's giving like both of y'all are two independent people, and yeah, and the mindsets when it came to whatever, when y'all was around each other or meeting each other or something like that, you're both doing some independent stuff. You're or thinking about becoming independent in some way, shape, or form from something, right? So it's like y'all were resonating with each other where that is concerned, and it's like when y'all linked up or met with each other, now y'all money start getting bigger because you got stuff that you doing and you need more money. Patience here. And then you're not trying to control anything, and that's why the money coming in. Oh, you're not chasing money. That part too. So it's giving you and somebody both is what is like the law of attraction energy, right? Okay. And then y'all attracted each other. And then from there is like everything else that you are wanting or desiring within your heart, you start to attract that stuff as well. I don't see these people really connected here, but there is some sort of energetic romantic connection between the two. Um, when you go travel someplace, yeah, you it's giving that too. You went somewhere and you started noticing things getting better in your life. And it's like what's so crazy is like outside looking in, it could look like, oh, ain't shit got better with that person, but they don't know what's going on with you personally. They don't know how everything that I was just talking about how you done went up three different tax brackets, you understand, within just like a year and a half and shit like that. And when you choose to sit down or don't want to do nothing, it literally be a choice. Okay. Something about you don't have to do anything anymore. It's something was activated when you met this person. And it's like you do gotta, you gotta do something, but it's like you don't gotta work hard or go, you don't gotta stress yourself out. If you do that, that's just because that's what you're used to. And that's fucked up because we do be used to shit like that, over working our minds and stuff like that, stressing ourselves out and stuff like that. Um shit. But it's given, you don't have to. You understand? So that's something that you gotta how do you call it when we say we need to reprogram ourselves, right? Something like that. And you need to reprogram yourselves around patience and things like that, having patience and being calm, about your situation and stuff, because I give that part. And I guess I do too. I will be honest, anger issues. But I was just about to say, like somebody is giving you got anger issues and stuff like that too. Certain things just frustrate you very fast. You get ticked off very fast and things like that. And it don't gotta be a super big thing. You understand? But it's like some stuff do be super big and it be deep. It be really, really deep. It's just that um I'm literally hearing get over it. You hear me? Like somebody just don't want somebody to be mad about something. You understand? And it's like I already decided to do something different. That is not the way I was moving towards you. That's the maybe that was the original plan and this and that, but I already had scrapped that plan. I already had made my mind up about I was gonna do right by you and this, that, and the third and shit like that. So you gotta just let it go. And then it's somebody who's been shitty towards you too. Somebody from your past, could have been abusive and all kind of shit. And they wondering why you just still don't fuck with them and you don't like them and shit. And they want you to just let it go. You understand? They want you to forget about it. And it's like when I think about the shit, if it's like it is forgotten about. You just ain't forgiven, bitch. You ain't getting forgiven when you pressuring somebody to let it go. The hell wrong with you? You ain't learned your lesson. You understand this shit? You gonna then try that shit with somebody else because it didn't work with me, right? The whole point is to make it so that you don't do it again ever, right? Cornucopia here, the world card. So that part right there is giving it all. It's like your blessings are so big, as big as the world is what I'm hearing here. And it's like the world is mine. That part right there, I was hearing that Luther, but Kendrick Lamar version of Luther. And he's saying like if this world were mine, that song. But he's telling you what he'd do if this world were his. He'd take all your enemies and send them to God and introduce them to that fire and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that you've been dealing with some bullshit out here. You got too many enemies you don't even know you got and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? And other people know this shit. And certain people they want to protect you and things like that, but they feel like this world ain't their world. They just living in it. You understand? But this your world. That's the whole point. It really is. And it's like somebody was trying to hijack your shit. And for a long time, they had it under control, had it on lock. But it's a bunch of shit going on that they have no control over. And they wondering why. But they know why. You understand? They learning why. They learning why now. Because what we just say, what I just tell you, is your world. And it's like that's why you got so many enemies. Because they didn't want you to know that. They didn't want you to know how much power you really possess in this world. It's reminding me of the Olympian gods and things like that, right? And how Zeus is supposed to be the king of the gods. That's how they say it, king of the gods, right? Why they say it like that? Because Hera is the one who actually inherited everything. She is the goddess of all the gods. She is the leader of all the gods. She just married Zeus, and Zeus inherited power because he's married to her. And all the gods, other gods, respected Zeus because Zeus fought against their father, one of the big gods, to set them all free, right? So that's how he got his respect, earned his stripes and all of that. But even in doing so, he still never had the power that Hera had. You understand? Because she is the goddess of all the gods, all of everything. She is the goddess of everything. That's how it's supposed. That's exactly. And I was just gonna say, and that's how it's supposed to be. Okay. Now, personally, from my studying and learning, that ain't what I came up with. So I don't even know why I was finna say that, but that's what it is. That's why. It's like God is a woman. Okay. Period. And it's crazy that I just wanted to come and see what the energy was. And I guess that's some shit people are talking about. That God is a woman. They could be saying you are in fact God and incarnated in real life and calling you the Messiah and things like that. Like God switching things up. Okay. But in all honesty, it's giving like it's just going back to the way it originally was supposed to be before whoever and whatever they try to do. They did it, it was done. It was being done for a long time. Okay. So now we got woman holding a heart coming out with the temple path. Now you on your path, you on your purpose. Now. And it's like you are in good control of your feelings and emotions. Okay. You understand your feelings and emotions. So you know that you weren't deceiving yourself. You know it was time to work on yourself. Either way it goes. Like so that part right there. So say you got a beef with somebody that you dating or you talking to or you liking. And it's like, I'm not fucking with that person. I'm not finna fuck with you. Right? But it's like outside of that, you already know that you need to work on yourself and pull back and take care of yourself and and all that type of shit, right? Anything, everything like that, right? So it's given like if you're in a mood where you're like seeming to be unfazed and unbothered by somebody moving on or not fucking with you or you not fucking with them, it's because you're not. It's because you knew that deep down inside, as much as you wanted that person, as much as you like that person, you know that you're at a point in time where you are more important than trying to put you in a relationship with anybody, not just that person, with anybody. Is what I'm hearing. So you've been working up on yourself and you know that this time is very important for yourself. So it's like you're not mad because that's pretty understandable. That's logical. It's like I need time to myself. I need time to think. It should be. It's reminding me of Friday after next, no, next Friday when he's like, You making me suspicious." He couldn't say the word. He was trying to say suspicious, but he was like, You making me think a lot, that part right there. So it was giving that. Like, so you needed to take some time to process your thoughts, your feelings, to take, get yourself together, work on you, ask yourself big questions, probe a little deeper where yourself is concerned. You understand, like one question I'm hearing why did I even like that person or why was I even attracted to the person in the first place? Not in a toxic way, but what was it about this person that made me feel drawn to them in the first place? Like I wanted to connect with them. How did this all come about? Like your ass done did some deep introspection about some shit. You understand? And it's given like you were just trying to be messy at first. You were pretty much it was like a battle going on. I'm gonna be honest with the angel of love storm warning in the reverse. It was given like you did like somebody. You found out that person was married and you stopped liking them. However, this certain energy is like puppy love or flirty like type of energy never really left. And it's like instead of really giving it to that person that you liked, you started giving it to other people and all different people. And it is like it kind of like phased out in that way, right? But I'm gonna be honest, it's like you didn't want to be seen as somebody who's liking somebody else's person or something. So when you find out that person got a person, you like, no, fuck it, I gotta fall back type shit. And it's like they didn't want to let you fall back though. Who is they? The fucking married person. That's some weird shit. You understand? So that part, literally, like they didn't want to let you fall back. They wanted to be funny and things like that and stuff. And they want, oh my God, Lord have mercy. So yeah, Seven chakra. Wow. So it's the truth. So like I said, I'm into myself processing all this information. A lot of it is y'all business, and I ain't know that, but y'all knew that. You that part right there. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? I'm getting frustrated learning certain things because as much as I tell y'all I'm trying to keep this shit all about me, y'all, you know, some of y'all just your business just ended up being relevant and shit like that. And God and them be wanting to help you. So I guess that's why I be learning certain things about people outside of myself. Seven chakra archangel Uriel. So yes, Karen connections. That's the whole point. It's like somewhere down in the line in a past life or some shit, you cared about that person. Yo, they soul and spirit still the same soul and spirit. Some people just don't know it. They don't know what's inside of them, what they carry and things like that. But you being evolved and things like that, you know, when you were around other high vibrational or spiritual beings and things like that. So it's given like when you talk to people, certain ones, and then when you know it's there, you talk directly to that, to the God in them, or you know, the high spirit or whatever that's inside of them, right? So been helping people indirectly. Low key, the people you've been helping, they've been your people for lifetimes. Okay. It might just seem like you just now meeting some of them in this lifetime though. And you probably don't even feel, I feel like they feel it more than you. You got some detached stuff going on right now. I feel like they feel the bond more than you do, or feel, you know, connected to you more than you feel with them. And that's the truth. Because it's something about you just being a loving person. And it's giving like the love is being felt all over the place, all around the world where you are concerned. Shout out to you from Alaska. For real though. It's giving that. Oh, you attract more bees with honey. That part right there. Shout out to that girl Tiny C from Milwaukee. You know, she's a rapper and stuff like that. She said that to me before because I was being mean. But I was being mean because I needed to be mean. I was being attacked by a group of women because I didn't want to get in part of their little sex group. They was gay with each other, and I didn't want to be a part of a gay group. So, and she was my friend, and I thought she was cool and stuff, and she was very protective and all kind of shit, you know. But it was like one of the people we was friends with, I wasn't fucking with like that because she kept trying to get me to do a threesome with her and shit, all kind of shit like that. And I told Tiny. I told her that. And then next thing you know, these bitches want to get mad at me. Oh my God. I hate that. Like when you tell her you could fire in one bitch, they go take it back to that bitch, you know. And now all the bitches feeling some type of way, right? So it was really very simple. It was like we was all rapping them up in this city. I ain't gonna even lie. And it was like two people that was like a couple, and I think they were both rappers too. You understand? And the dude wanted to fuck with me and his woman wanted to fuck with me. Both at two different times on some different shit, on some weird shit. And I just wasn't going. I kind of was turned off by it. It's like I was talking to dude, I met dude, and then out of nowhere, I'm married. You think you would be able to fuck with my wife? My wife was knew of you before I did, and she liked you. The fuck kind of shit is that? She liked you, but pretty much she wanted me to like talk to you and see if you would fuck with her. That type of shit. Now I didn't tell Tiny all that shit. I just told her a little bit. But the next thing you know, that's bitches don't like you when you ain't did shit wrong to them. Hostilities in the reverse. Okay. So ain't no beef now, but you understand the seed in the reverse, goddess in the moon in the upright, and then magician in the mirror. So she told me that before when I was being mean to her on the internet because it's like I felt attacked. You understand that part right there, and it's like y'all being mean because I don't even low key. If you know the real truth, you mad at me. All y'all mad at me because I don't want to fuck with this nigga and I don't want to fuck with this bitch sexually. I don't want to fuck with them. It's literally sexual, and y'all all mad at me because I told this person no, and I don't know what the fuck they told y'all after that. But the truth is, I'm just not fucking with these niggas. You understand? And these bitches. Now I got beef with half of my whole city. Not even just about that. And when it comes to who they choose and want to put on and shit like that, right? And who they choose to look at like, oh, you shouldn't be feeling yourself like that. You feeling yourself a little bit too much and shit like that. I done went through some shit in this city. I'ma just keep it real. And it was like they was all loving me until they saw that that was really my personality. That was a real ass shit. That's the truth. It was like then when they see that that's really you, you understand, and you quiet all the damn time. But when you really start talking, the look in your eyes really like speaks the words that you will speak out your damn mouth. You understand that part right there. So Karen connections here. Third chakra, Archangel Shamuel. So yes, it's like your energy, your youthfulness, your authenticity. I'm hearing realness is what's attracting these other people towards you who actually care about you. And people who you can genuinely care about as well. You're also a very high vibrational manifester. You're attracting other people who are manifestors as well. They able to manifest too. And that part. Ever since I turned like fucking 23, I had my friends used to be trying to the girls. They was just trying to like me all the damn time. I swear that had to be some curse or some shit. Cause growing up, girls never liked me. I'm gonna be honest, but and then I understand why growing up. But no, I don't. Growing up, I was more of a tomboy. Then it was like I became girly, and I had a relationship for a long time as a teenager and shit like that. But it's like girls didn't really start hitting on me and doing that shit until we got grown. Till I got grown. Even friends that I had since I was a child, some of them stepped out of place. So journey here. Endure the romance. Yeah, you've been on a journey where romance is concerned, your love life and all of that type of shit. It's been a journey. You've been divinely guided as well. Okay, you the type of person that you might say it like I be so in love and then it's like I decline so slowly out of it, right? But no, you're not. You don't really fall in love. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That was your problem all your life. You understand? It's the attachments. It's the need, the feeling that you needed those people. You understand? A lot of those connections, they were probably trauma bonding connections and stuff like that and connections that were put in your life to help you to be a stronger person and help you to learn to trust your intuition and things like that. Cause spiritual gifts and abilities. So a lot of these people you probably learned a lot of lessons from, like serious lessons from. You understand? Mainly because you needed to learn to trust your intuition. If you would have kept denying your intuition, you know, when you going back and forth, you having a dream about somebody, you let them know you had a dream and this and that. Then they, oh, that's some crazy shit. You crazy. And woo woo. They go away from you. They a little paranoid. You understand? Because you just dreamed about that shit and stuff like that. And you told them and shit like that and stuff. But it's like then they still moving weird because now you believe that, oh, you're just dreaming. It's you know what I'm saying? Oh, you just thought you heard that. You didn't really hear that, or whatever the case may be. But you've been putting two and two together. And then you will like not do anything with it or not act up on it, right? So I meet certain people. Like I had a best friend, you know, at the same time she was weird too. And I guess that I never looked at it that way. You understand? I never saw it that way. But she would tell me like, why do you always peep game and don't say shit? You peep game and don't say shit and don't do shit. That shit's so fucking irritating to me. But it was because it was because it was her problem. You understand, period. And it was her problem with her man, her situation. And sometimes when you tell bitches shit, they still don't do shit. I don't care to sit around and talk to you about this nigga and you gonna be all up on this, all up under him and all of that type of shit or whatever the case may be. I'm not finna tell you what I sensed within this bitch when you keep on hanging with this bitch too. Whenever I'm not around you, you with that other bitch. You understand? That's your friend too. I'm not finna tell you she not your friend. Then you gonna think I'm a jealous friend, being jealous of all your other friends and shit like that and stuff. And weird shit like that. And so that's what I told her too. You understand? But she like, you be saying shit and you don't ever say shit and that shit crazy. That shit and it's like, bitch, shut up. Cause you just now saying that I'll be right all the time too. And it's you only saying it, you only confirming some shit just because I was right about this shit with this nigga and this bitch over here and stuff like that. Otherwise, your ass would have been still laughing and telling me I'm crazy and shit like that. It just be funny, right? Until it's real. First chakra, Archangel Michael. So this is about you trusting the spirit. Okay, trusting the spiritual presences around you and everything like that. Trusting your gifts and abilities. Focusing on your personal stability, your own safety and things like that. Okay. Toward the romance. I don't know what is that about as well. Okay, it's somebody's taking some action. Okay. Somebody's taking some action towards another person. It's like they already know. That part right there, y'all, that y'all got something going on. You should be up in the spirit. There's already a connection. Okay. There's already a relationship. And you healed a group of people and they all love you for it. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest, you could have multiple men in love with you, and it's because they have benefited from your healing energy. You've helped them. Okay, you give them guidance or something like that. 111, 111. That is crazy. Y'all in alignment. Okay. It's even just respect, have respect for each other and shit like that. And people love each other. They can't help who they love and stuff like that. That's what I'm hearing. You people fall in love from anything. That's what I'm hearing. Like how love really truly works. You could fall in love for nothing. You understand. So that part, and it's like it ain't that they in love for nothing or they feel for nothing or they love or care about you for nothing. You've actually given them something, right? That's what we was talking about in the beginning of all of this shit. And it was like on Instagram. And it's crazy because it was that movie Sparkle, right? And how she was so, they was already on their way there. You hear me? Oh my God. And they was already on their way there. And then she meet this man and he wealthy and he got the connections. He the plug when it comes to that shit. And he could put her on the stage and he can give her a lead role instead of her being up in this group with her people and all of that type of shit or stuff like that, right? And she attached herself to this abusive ass man. But how it was starting off, what she say? I'm giving him something he can feel. So that song right there. To let him know this love is real. So that's what I'm hearing. Somebody like that, right? Whatever you've been giving them is something that they can feel, but it's given that you're single. You understand? And you chose to not connect yourself to somebody. You had dreams that the person would have been abusive, not just to you, but to children. You understand? So it's like, no, you work with children, you got children, you can't fuck with that. You understand? So that's what I'm getting. It's like you had a warning. You understand? You were pre-warned about this person. You understand? Who could have anger issues and shit behind the scenes, behind closed doors and stuff like that, and potentially be abusive and things. So it's somebody. They not done yet, but they gonna be done when you let them know. If you have to let them know. You understand? Because it's more than just that whatever, and why you don't want to mess with them and things like that. And it's not like you're looking to find somebody else who can put you in a better position and they will be able to put you. You saw something within them and you're not going. That's all. That's what it really is. It's somebody from the past that has been affecting, trying to affect whatever new relationships and connections that you have. You don't have children with this person. I don't think you ever been in a relationship with this person. But this person could have connections and stuff like that. And they could be seen as a plug and stuff. And they was posing like somebody else that you know who could be seen as the plug and stuff like that. And have connections as well. But they could be more well respected. And that's why that person acts like that person and things because oh my God, They act like that person because something about your energy, and they know you and that person. I promise you, they saw some shit in you. They know that person before you knew that person too. You hear what I'm saying? So when they met you, they knew you would have been perfect for that person, type shit, right? So what they did was acted like that person. So that part. And it's like for a while, it was working until you found out that they got other people on the side, women and stuff like that, and you was just one of many. And it's like you went off the radar. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. The world card here. You type of person, you find out somebody got other people, you just cut them off, right? Because it's like you don't need me. You got enough going on already. And exactly, not even just that you don't need me. That's why you neglecting me. Look at that part right there. You got too much going on. You spreading yourself too thin, my babies. You not ready for nobody. You and especially not me. And if you're ready for anybody, it's people that's gonna be okay with that type of shit, right? Okay. So Healer of the Age is coming out. And then Angel of Strength, courage, confidence, okay? With the world card, you had to get out of your shell. So you had to go through some healing with the Healer of the Ages energy here so that you can expand, so that you can get out of your shell. Hi, Venus. Angel of Strength here. Second chakra here. So you're more attractive as well, and you're confident in yourself is what I'm seeing here. Also, your second chakra, you're very healthy, sexually. You got healthy sexual energy is what I'm seeing here, your sacral energy. And I feel like you have some sort of universal look about yourself. Okay? No matter where you're from, okay? Something about the way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, you have some sort of a universal look, okay, about yourself. It's giving you could be you accepted anywhere around the world. Okay. So the angel of strength telling you don't be afraid. Because you could have healing abilities too. And you could be feeling like you're being called, or you feel like you need to go travel places or something like that. There could be people wanting you to lay hands on them. Okay, all kind of stuff like that to help them heal and things, pray for them and things like that is what I'm seeing here. And it's like you got to be courageous to walk in your purpose, because you're meant to be somebody that you already know that you can lay hands on people and heal them. It's just mostly I see you only wanting to do that with children. Okay, you've done it with multiple children and babies, and you've done it with adults too. I'm gonna be honest, but it's given like most of the time when you were helping adults or doing things, there was them harvesting your energy inside or trying to siphon it through witchcraft, not you directly helping them. So right now you're focused on personal healing and happiness. So you've been using your gifts and abilities to heal and assist yourself as well. Storm warning in the reverse, and that helped you to avoid a storm. Whereas like you supposed to be having some health complications by now because of something. You understand, but you're not. Okay. And at the same time, you're also being healed and being restored. Okay, with the storm warning in reverse, because you are psychic, because you do have sixth and seventh senses activated. You get guidance on how to protect and take care of yourself, even your health. Okay, this here having these higher power abilities and things like a sixth sense and a seventh sense, and they actually work. They're actually working. It's because you're healthy. Okay, and when you get into this level of ascension and connection with spirit, they're going to provide you with the knowledge that you need to help continue keeping yourself healthy, especially when you're not a nasty person that's going around causing sicknesses and illnesses and for other people. And it's true. It's spirits that's doing it right there. Door to spirit. It's the spirits that are assisting you, providing you with the wisdom and the knowledge and things that you need to heal yourself and even heal other people. You will know exactly what somebody needs because God is with you. It's like you know the rem, you off back know the remedy. It's like, you know how it's reminding me of how it's like always some older woman in the past, where it's like if somebody got anything wrong with them, then they like go see her, go see, you got to go see woo. They gonna help you with that. They gonna get it together. Okay, financial constraints in the reverse. So you're also doing well financially now. You avoided a storm where your finances is concerned. You also going to be having some money coming in. And it's crazy because it's like certain things that you could want to do. Some stuff you better pick and choose, right? You don't got to do all that shit. It's pick and choose what you want to do, where you going to spend your money and stuff like that. I was just thinking about some shit because I wanted some stuff last week. I had went shopping. I did clothes shopping, just light though, not much. And it's like mostly everything I bought was cheap, but it's like I really wanted something. But I told myself no because I had just left out another store and I had just spent a good amount of money in that store. And I said, so no, you're gonna restrict yourself. So I thought about that. Then I thought about this week and all the different shit that I had to do in the weekend, Mother's Day weekend and stuff. I didn't even know it was Mother's Day weekend. So it's like my spirit telling me to save money and all kind of shit like that because some money you supposed to be getting, it ain't gonna come when it's supposed to. And then I'm like, what the fuck what kind of shit is that? But I follow my guidance and stuff like that. And it's like I know I did the right thing because that part right there, the little bills I got, I paid them and shit like that. And then I started thinking, like, dude, if you would have bought that shit and you didn't know your money wasn't coming, you would have been fucked up. You understand that part right there? So it's like, pay attention to your guidance, even if it seems small. That's what because it's like it's giving you avoiding the storm and something telling me like it was manipulative things being sent towards you, energy and shit like that to cause you to overspend and or things like that so that you end up fucked up, right? A bunch of bills ended up due at the same time, all of that type of stuff, right? So it's like, no, it's if you pass a test and it's coming out saying like as though you passed a test or something or you got a victory, that means somebody was waging some sort of a conflict against you. You understand? So when it come out like that and it's like you got the victory and things like that, magician in the mirror, understand that means the losers now are about to start going through whatever. So I was hearing something about some backfire and tables turning and stuff, hostilities in the reverse. So you're also manifesting peace and non-hostile connections, situations, experiences, okay, around the world, okay? The garden and the gate in the reverse. You trust God? Looking at yeah, that part right there. I don't know why I feel like that. Like you trust God, fam. That part right there. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Rest and rejuvenation. So if you trust God, then get some rest. You understand that part. Don't be thinking about the fact that they be doing witchcrafts and so you be trying to be up when you knowing they at the witching hours doing shit and stuff like that. Trust God. Trust that God said you could go to fuck to sleep and don't fuck it because that's what they was fucking with, your sleep. You understand? And about to you probably noticing a difference in your sleep from within the last week. That's what they was messing with previously. When they want to know when you're falling asleep, they listening to hear to see if you're sleeping, all that type of shit, so they can go do their witchcraft, so they can do a spell up on you or some shit to try to get into your dream and affect your mental state, affect the way you see shit, affect your perception, affect the way you treat and think about certain people and shit like that. Even you understand? They'll send a bad dream to you and shit. Now you scared of the person that you in that part that they meant to help you with your business. You understand? Oh, they meant to help you build the house. They got resources and stuff like that they could have pointed to, but you scared now. You don't even want to fuck with them. That type of shit. Angel of love here. So it be taking me time. I'll be having to really take my time away from people so I can, you understand? Because the way that I've been processing this stuff is like, this not normal. You understand? And it's like, this not normal. And it's just proof that things are much more deep than we even think they are all the time. You understand? And then at the same time, it's like, though God got me finding all this stuff out, God talking about some have fun, dance, sing, all that type of shit. I want to smack a bitch. Look at that. But that everything but that telling you to do everything but smack somebody or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be having to take my time to myself to make sure that I'm good, because sometimes the guidance ain't what I want. It ain't giving me the green light to do what I want to do. Peace, love, and light. That shit be crazy. Sometimes I need time to myself because sometimes I just want to lead and don't, and act like I don't hear spirit. So I'll be needing to take time to myself because it's like once you in there, you in there. And it's like, I ain't trying to have them turning me every which way because that's what I want to do to you. Oh my God. Look at that. There's no bullshit. So sometimes you gotta take your time to yourself, especially when and you working with all that energy and power and stuff like that. So door to romance right here. And the sun card, underlying energy. Oh yeah. Oh, so you and somebody, it's like something about the sun. Y'all was around each other and some y'all was attracted to each other with somebody fine in the sun. That's what I'm seeing there. It's giving you saw this person and you just no longer was mad at them. You understand that part right there? If you had an attitude or something with somebody or something you wanted to express or something like that to the person, is giving it instantly left when you saw them. When you saw them, all that shit went out the window. You understand? That's what I'm hearing. When you saw them, everything went out the window. Whatever it was, you just didn't care about it no more. So that part too. It's like somebody expecting you to want to talk, and it's a fly bothering me. And that part right there, I just brought in a plant that I was leaving outside for multiple days, right? So that part right there, it had some little bugs and stuff up in it, but I didn't think they was flying because they was fucking crawling around in the dirt. Oh my God. But that little bitty one right there, that just looked like one of them. That's crazy. Journey here. So journey here. You're taking a trip or something? Or why romance came before journey. And I just was talking about what? About you saw somebody and you wasn't angry no more. If you was mad at them and when you saw them you didn't, it's like you wasn't mad at them anymore. All the anger and stuff like that went away after you saw the person. Yeah, too bad. Look at that. Oh my God. That fly dead now, y'all. Okay. First chakra, Archangel Michael, and blossom in abundance here. So you're going on a trip, is what I'm seeing here. Then you got first chakra. It's telling you to I don't know what the fuck that means. Because you're going on a trip or a journey. It could just be towards stabilizing yourself, yeah. If you're gonna go someplace, go stay somewhere where you know you're gonna be safe or something like that. Or at least, that feeling you will have. But it's looking like wherever you go, you're gonna feel that way. You got an angel around you. This angel Michael, Archangel Michael, energetically with you in spirit or something like that. And it's like no matter where you go, you be feeling safe and stuff. And I see you going a lot more places now, especially as your finances increase, you're going to be traveling a lot more. Yeah, somebody listens to a lot of blues music and stuff like that. And I see you leaving away from everybody, period. Leaving away, leveling up, wherever you leveled up at, it's like you're leaving away from that and the people, all of that type of stuff from that level. And I'm hearing a lot of blues music and stuff like that because that's the stuff. And it's like somebody considers you an angel and things like that. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Low key, I'm hearing one of those songs. I'm hearing a song from that blues singer Marcellus. Okay, the singer. I am. I'm hearing one of his songs, and I don't even know what the song called. Okay, but I was hearing some other shit too, and it was like somebody they saying they left home to be with their side piece. Okay, that's what I was hearing, and then I started hearing some of these like, but then I found an angel, and if I'm not mistaken, that's his voice. Marcellus, the singer's voice. That's his song, something like that. So the thinking man here, yeah, and the strategy. Something about music. Somebody uses music to get your attention. Okay, with this, and it's like a journal log. Somebody has something tucked away that they probably have not put out yet. And they know if you hear that shit, you gonna fall in love with them or something. I don't know. With the woman holding the heart, you understand somebody has something, some sort of plan, to get your attention, to win your love, win your affection. The temple path. So somebody could have had that man Marcellus write a song. They could have wrote the song. I don't know. He said he's a singer, but he probably write music himself too. But somebody could have wrote a song and had certain artists sing those songs or something. Have certain artists. I'm here artists with the S at the end sing these songs, and these songs are supposed to influence love on your behalf. Influence for you to love or care for somebody. But it's like if you don't got nobody in specific in mind, that's their problem right there. You understand what I'm saying? Lord have mercy. So it's like somebody wanting you to think about certain stuff, right? And they could want you to be thinking about them. But it's at a time in your life where you've been in your own personal healing and happiness. So you hearing these songs, you liking the songs, you like the voices of the singers and stuff like that. It's not reminding you of nobody from your past. It's actually making the singer stand out more to you or the rapper stand out more to you rather than them. And that sound like a them problem to me, because they shouldn't be using people to try to manipulate the energies to affect their feelings and emotions. So we got appreciation here and man holding a coin. So you could have been showing some other man appreciation instead of instead of the man that wanted you to show them appreciation and shit. You could have your ass done went on to somebody else. Talking about some thank you. Oh my god. Talking about some thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Damn, this shit crazy. Lord have mercy. Oh shit. Woman holding what she said, oh, I'm about to go lay down. That's what it's time. Oh my god. But look, this what came out right after this. After appreciation. You showed this man some appreciation or something, right? The appreciation card came out. Then the man holding a coin, fam. Then next thing you know, woman holding a coin and attachment in a reverse. So you don't got no negative attachments. There's nobody, you're not policing nobody. Nobody's they thought they was bound to you or you bond to them. Nope, nope, nope. So you hear music and shit and stuff, and you got a clean slate. So it's like Cupid, if Cupid was to shoot an arrow or some shit, and you up in the presence that you are in now, or in a different environment, a new environment, in the arrow being shot where you are in a new environment or whatever, there's somebody new, somebody up in this new alignment is going to get you're going to get that vibe with somebody new. You've elevated past that and you chose to walk away or you outgrew the situation and you chose it. You chose to keep elevating. So this shit funny to me. Lord have mercy. Because it's like somebody been going out their way doing all kind of shit to influence your emotions and feelings and stuff like that. Somebody with they had a lot of power pulling a lot of strings and shit like that behind the scenes. Y'all remember when people used to be like, I'm finna go get all my hoes back. Look at that after they be in a relationship with somebody, committed with somebody, and they dump everybody else before they get into that relationship and stuff. It's giving that. Somebody made you feel like that, but it's like you didn't think about getting all your old hoes back. You thought about getting a new roster. Or some shit like that. You understand that part right there. Somebody thought you was playing. Oh my God, yo. Yeah, and it's like they think just because they say they don't want a roster, you don't. You know, just because they say it ain't, period. They think just because they go against certain stuff that you say that it's going to turn you off from the way that you thinking. No, I'd rather have a new roster than to, period, than to be going in circles with you or with anybody or with the likes of you. You understand that type of shit. I need a new roster. I knew what the fuck I was saying. Oh my God. So door to spirit here, right? Because how my top five all fell. And then after the first time around, they won. And then they want to try to play games, and then they started losing their power like off of Space Jam and shit. Oh, I need a new roster. Cause I'm not finna Bugs Bunny these niggas back to life. You understand? After they just try to bite my hand like rabid dogs. And my foot. I don't care. Oh my God. Blossom in abundance. Yin yang. I need a new top five. That part. But no, but it was like that though. I ain't gonna lie. So that's what was happening. I ain't that's the truth. Somebody thought somebody was low education, what they call it, low IQ. Somebody thought you were one of those, they thought you were slow. They thought you was real slow. And I ain't gonna lie, somebody told them you were slow. And the people that told them that you were slow, they know damn well you wasn't slow. It's just that you was a snappy person, okay? You were outspoken person. It's not normal, okay? In certain territories and industries and shit like that, especially when nobody knows you, for you to already be that way off back, it don't be normal, okay? So they thought they was going to be able to play that crazy shit. Like you tell people you're crazy and stuff. It's given and worked a lot while you were in your quietness and your solitude and things like that. But people know that you're just too fucking smart to be played with and things like that. I'm hearing that some people are like trying to like backtrack out of everything and stuff. Like she changed. Now they saying you changed. Okay, she changed. She was like that. That bitch was evil. This, and that, or the third, or whatever the case may be. They saying you changed now. That type of shit. First they were saying you ain't gonna ever change and shit. Now they saying you changed. Yo, they said you was slow. Thinking woman in the reverse. They said you were slow. They said you had no emotional intelligence. You didn't know how to control your emotions and feelings. They say that you would snap up out on people so easily over the smallest things and stuff like that. That you will take an intellectual problem and turn it into a big emotional fiasco. You're over judgmental. You talk a lot of shit. Thinking woman in the reverse. You don't think before you speak. All that type of shit. And you need God. You need Jesus. That's what they was telling people about you. That you evil. Some people could even be saying shit like that to you. But it's because you're so balanced. There's only though they say that because they not used to a balanced individual. They not used to a person that will put their emotions to the side and bring logic to the forefront. Okay. They're not used to a person who would actually rationalize in a situation where they feel it's obvious that it seems like it should go this way, right? But no, I rather negotiate. You understand that type of shit and stuff. They don't. They not used to a person who speaks up for themselves at the right time, at the right place, saying the right shit. You know what I'm saying? And things like that, and actually telling the truth, being honest. And it's like, why would you say that shit? Honestly, you would. I'm gonna be honest about what I'm about to say. You will say the shit that they need to hear. But ain't nobody else around confident enough to say it. And low key, the reason why you're confident enough to say it is because you have a gift right there where your throat chakra and stuff like that is concerned. Not only that, you will smack a bitch. You that part, you probably, like I said, got the healing hands as well, right? I'm gonna be honest, but they can sometimes just be hands. Look at that being thrown and shit like that too. They talked about you, okay? But they didn't talk about what they would do when you would go off on them like that. What they would be saying. They'd say some stupid shit first, and the shit you say just stupider. You understand? They'll do some stupid shit, and you will do some more ignorant shit. You understand what I'm saying? That part right there. It's like they'll take it to hell, and you will go there with them, beat their ass there, and leave them there. You understand that type of shit. But so they tell them you crazy, and you hear how I'm talking. That's not normal. So she got to be crazy, right? That type of shit. No, no, you just not used to this shit. And that part right there, they'll joke with you. They'll say some goofy off the wall ass shit, and it's borderline insult. Everybody laughing. You supposed to laugh too. But that shit is an insult. You ain't laughing. Next thing you know, you talking telling this bitch, you got a big ass bald spot on the side of your or something, like I was saying the other day about somebody. Like I know my shit. You see how big they is. You gotta know they sag a little bit, right? But I'm talking about this bitch. Your titties little and they look like dog titties, bro. Like get the fuck out of my fucking face. That type of shit. Yeah, I go the fuck off on a bitch trying to talk about me. I'ma talk about the real shit that's wrong with you. That type of shit. I don't got no filter when people try to play smart with me, and then they still be dumb. So you got confidence. You that part right, you protect yourself. And you feel like when it comes to protecting yourself, is you don't control me on how I protect myself. If I gotta speak some shit to you, if I gotta do something to you, it's not like you hit me first and then I gotta match the intensity or you know what I'm saying, the power or force of your hit. No, bitch, I might just knock your ass all the way the fuck out type shit. Just because you hit me like this don't mean I gotta hit you back like this. I can fucking do it that way if I want to. That type of shit. So keep your hands to yourself. Keep your mind to yourself and your thoughts, your mouth off me, and I won't do that shit to you. You understand? Because I don't got no filter when it comes to people attacking me or saying shit to me that they shouldn't be saying, and then thinking it's a game and it's a joke and it's funny. No. So this like that. This is a balance here. Okay. Angel of balance is here assisting you with protecting yourself too. That's the part right there too. Cause you got a yin and yang here. It ain't like you just go off spazzing off on people and shit like that. No. Some people have saw you though. Snap up on people recently. People who were really asking for it. And it's like they just didn't expect for you to give it to them. And you the one that gave it to them. And people respect you for doing it, the ones that were looking, the ones that were paying attention. Because sometimes people will get up in your personal space and then you gotta tell them, get the fuck out of my face. Why the fuck you just get that close to me? And it just is what it is, period. Because why the fuck you just walk up on me like that? Right? Or somebody asking you for some money and you telling them to get the fuck out of your face, or whatever the case may be. You're going about their motherfucking business because they get mad because you say no. Then you ain't stopped there because they got pissed off after you told them no, and then you had to tell them some more. So yeah, it just is what it is where certain things is concerned. Cause that's what I'm seeing there. If you end up in this situation where it's like it seemed like you're not rational, you're being illogical and things like that, but it's because in that moment that's what you need to be. Not passive aggressive or anything, but full on aggressive. Okay. And it's like they will put you up in certain situations like that where you have to be full on aggressive and get straight to it, no biting the tongue type shit. And then they'll get all confused. I don't know why she doing this. I don't know why they saying that to me. That type of shit. Nah, they do know. But it's given so you protect yourself, but you do it in a balanced way. You know when to be. I'm not saying you're not passive aggressive ever, because it's given you know when to be passive aggressive. You know when to say some little slick shit and then just, let it go, or and things like that, something slick and indirect. Or sometimes you gotta just be fully direct. You know how to handle, you know when to just be quiet altogether. I was just talking about that last night too, because I done cussed out some old people before too, but they deserved it. You understand? And it's like it's many old people that done cussed me out or did anything, and I just be quiet. Shit, cause I know what elders to respect and what elders that I might have to fucking beat their ass. It just is what it is. As a child, I learned that shit, and I told people so much like, I can't wait till I get grown so I could beat your ass. And then I got grown and remembered that I used to say that shit to people, and it was so funny to me. Like, I used to say that to people when I was a kid. I can't wait till I get grown so I could beat your ass. Attachment in the reverse. Seven chakra, Archangel Uriel. That's crazy, because I really used to feel it. And then at a certain point in time, I just started saying what I feel, because either they going to try to fight me. And I started fighting adults when I was 12 years old, all honesty, because they just was always disrespectful to me. And for no reason, I ain't going to even lie. It was weird. So I started being ass early in life, because I started paying for my own shit and stuff early in life. And I used to be around like disrespectful people. Sometimes they'll ruin my shit, and then I'll ask them about it, or bring it to their attention or something like that, and they get disrespectful to me because I'm a child. Next thing you know, I'm finna start knocking all your shit around, throwing a temper tantrum, and then as soon as you touch me, I'm finna beat your ass. I started it early. I didn't wait till I got grown. They had me fucked up. That part right there. Oh God. And I used to be telling certain people, like, you just wait till I get grown, because certain ones of them, I feel like they needed to wait till I got grown. Oh my God, the sun card coming out and anxiety in the reverse. So, okay, so I feel like the sun has been shining more, so you've been feeling more calm, less worries and stuff, knowing that the sky is clear. Somebody, you get a little scared and worried when it's storming, and like when it's really storming out and things, and so you feel more peaceful, and you feel you don't have anxiety or stress when it's sunny and in the sunny weather. That's a part of your spiritual contract as well. So somebody, you have an atmosphere, you have your own atmosphere. Some people have their own atmospheres. When you're worried and shit or angry, there are more clouds. Depending on the level of angry, there's thunder, there's lightning. You understand? There's storms, hurricanes, fucking all kind of shit. Somebody are some okay bodies. Some people are powerful. Okay, some beings, they're powerful. Okay, so it's giving that. And you could tell you've been okay because it's been sunny around you. It's been peaceful, beautiful in the sky and things like that around you. So that's how you know somebody who knows you, and they study that, and think when you're frustrated or something, the whole city gets fucked up. Okay, that shit is the whole city sees it. They just don't know. Okay, action here. So there's action being taken, because they no longer afraid to come towards you, come near you, this community of people. There's a man who's made a choice to be single and date multiple people as well. He don't want to be tied down. He wants to be monogamous. I mean, he don't want to be monogamous. He wants to be free. He don't want to be tied down to anyone. So patience here. So it's given like somebody imagine a whole life with somebody, and it's like y'all just learning each other. Y'all just stepping into some shit and see if that's where you want to be. And that person realized that they don't want to be in a relationship. They rather be single and stuff. So the patience card comes in is because this situation is needing of patience. It's given like nobody should be mad at nobody, because you shouldn't have saw your whole future with this person. You understand? It's given that, do you not think seem so far ahead. Cause somebody was thinking about forever when they shouldn't have. They should have just been enjoying the moments. You understand? And they was pre-planning the future and all kind of shit. They ready to get married and all kind of shit. She's stable financially, got everything she needs. She confident in herself and in the situation. She ready to settle down. She ready to get married. But that man wasn't. And I'm gonna be honest. I told y'all about this shit. Like, if y'all want to just them to like stop beating the person up in that type of way, let's keep it real. Some people ain't never had no bad bitch. Some men ain't you that nigga first bad bitch. What do you expect? Now he got you, and now you done opened the bad bitch door. You opened the bad bitch door for him. So bad bitch is walking through now. You cause you forgot to close that bitch too. You hear me? You understand what I'm saying? So you being from this man's first bad bitch. You understand? You experiencing what happens when a person start feeling themselves. You understand? He ain't fine like that. He ain't all that. You ain't got shit to do with that. He got a check, and you just gave him a boost in his motherfucking confidence, and that's all the fuck he need. You'll see it for what it really is and let it go. Get your feelings out that shit now. It's like a fucking dog with a fucking leash cut. You understand? They running around all over the place, pissing on anything, and ready to stick it into any fucking thing that's gonna let them. You understand? Man holding the heart. And community coming out. It's the truth, okay? Like I don't care to beat your ass, okay? I'm gonna be honest about the whole situation. I'm seeing it from my own perspective, not everybody else's perspective. Even when you want to talk about Megan and Clay, dude ain't fine. Somebody was saying some shit about that man, like he light skinned, got curly hair, he tall as hell. He can have any woman he want. Truthfully, no, he can't. But he can have any woman he want that's looking for what he has and they need what he has and things like that. And you understand that's in that type of lifestyle looking for them type of man to do certain things for them. But he ain't gonna be able to get anybody he want. But like I just said, Megan opened the bad bitch door for him. You were this nigga's first bad bitch. I don't care what nobody say. Show me the rest of them, and then I'll make my determination. Yeah, I'm talking about everybody before Megan that he had. I want to see him. Get your big. I rest my case. Look at that. The victory card come out. I rest my case. You understand that part right there? It's like it ain't no need to be y'all be too mad at people sometimes. It's just like leave them to what they rather do. And you move on quicker with yourself. Leave they ass confused. Now they sitting around getting tarot readers wondering if you really care or you really don't. You understand? That type of shit. Fuck that bullshit. Healer of the ages, okay? And then the woman she's the healer of the ages. The woman holding the heart. You understand? That's the healer of the ages, right? So that part right there. So within your community, there's somebody who cares about you, who loves you, a friend or something like that. They care about you, willing to protect you and all of that type of stuff. Probably do be holding shit down behind the scenes or something like that. Door to romance. So yeah, I'm just keep shit real because I don't know. I don't think like everybody else. Clearly, I think like how I think. Who was saying that anyways? I think it was Cameron and Mace. I think it was them up on a show, whatever that show is. Cameron be talking shit. I ain't gonna lie, low key. That's why I like him. And originally, he one of them people. I'm gonna be honest. Where it's like I heard one song of his and I ain't like his ass. I ain't get no fuck. Whatever he said after that, I ain't gonna lie. And then it's like then I started seeing his personality come out more on his podcast and shit. And I'm like, oh, dude, just funny as hell. That's all, period. Some people just be funny and outspoken as fuck, And it's like when he made that one song called Suck It or Not, I'm like, who the fuck talks to people that way? Then I remember I was talking to this guy. I had a little relationship with this man. But it was like soon as we said, he said we okay. We can go ahead and make it official or whatever. My ass about an hour later done text him. I don't think I could do this. I think we should just be friends. We better off as friends. And after we was just texting and saying we finna be in a relationship, my ass said nope. He like, no, you just mad. You upset about something. No, no, I'm not. I just had a thought looking ass, epiphany looking ass. I just had an epiphany. I need to go to Tiffany's looking at. No, I just had a epiphany or some shit, bro. This ain't gonna work out. I don't even know why I was pressuring you so much to go with you. I don't even know. It's just don't make no sense. Cause I was thinking like if I get with him, he just gonna keep being like this, right? So he just said we in a relationship. So how do I know if anything gonna change or not? And I ain't gonna lie, immediately when I thought that, I thought hell to the no. Hell no. No, no. Yeah, I couldn't really explain it though. But that's really what it was. And it was like I'm just confused. Looking at it, I ain't confused about shit. I ain't finna do that. Oh my God. So hostilities in reverse. Okay, storm warning in reverse. So yeah, that part right there, you avoided a big fallout with somebody I see, or a disaster, somebody going through an emotional storm or something. That's been avoided. Why? How did you avoid that with being non-hostile towards somebody and focusing on your own money, your bag? you know Something about the way you've been talking and telling the truth or something as well. I feel like some truth came from you because it's a lot of rumors and shit going on, and you could be just saying a lot of indirect shit and stuff too because you sensing other people's, because I'm a psychic. Okay, any of y'all other people out there who may be a psychic, and you're channeling other people's information and you really don't know whose it is and stuff, but you got people watching you so heavy in particular, like even people who like you or somebody that you were dating and stuff that you probably stepped away from, right? They trying to figure out everything, or the whole reason of why you fucking not fucking with them or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Or if that shit you talking about, that shit you was saying, was you saying it about me? Looking at that, they trying to figure that shit out. Some of it I was talking about your ass. Looking at that part right there. Some of it I was talking about you. But I got this vibe, it's this thing, like it's like Fantasia when I see you. But when I'm away from you, I just want to smack you. That part right there. I hate you. I'm just playing. Third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. The world card here, opening up, expansion, growth, elevation, seeing a bigger picture, attracting the things that you desire, really learning that it's better to not chase and to attract the things that you desire. So keeping your mind in a good place and stuff like that, keeping your heart good, right? Is what I'm seeing here. Okay, with the world card here. Yeah. And it's like you're very dependable, very stable, very self sufficient, secure. Also, when it comes to your finances, you're practical. You could be meeting other people where this is concerned as well. Not really of the opposite sex, but I'm seeing like even connecting with other women if you are a woman who are doing well as well, focusing on their own personal health and finances and their business and things like that. And y'all could be looking out for each other, is what I'm saying here. It's like you got friends who could be way more well off than you, wealthy financially, but y'all still care about each other. Y'all see no judgment where that is concerned. It's almost like it wouldn't seem as though there is uh a distinction between you. Okay, like, oh, you wouldn't be able to tell that they got more money or they're more successful or anything like that. They don't treat their friends less than them and shit like that, even if they friends are not as wealthy as them or known or respected. So you could be connecting with a celebrity, making friends with some celebrity women or something like that. Broken heart in the reverse with angel of balance there. So I was going to say that they still look at you as an equal, even though you may not be financially, career wise, where they are. They don't measure people that way. They measure you by your heart and your spirit and I guess principles. Okay, because I was hearing integrity. Okay, so that part right there, somebody broken heart in the reverse and the thinking woman in the upright. So I mean in the reverse, seeing the bigger picture in the situation. You could have forgave a woman. You no longer upset and angry with her because you see her as a dummy. Let's keep that shit real. Let's keep that shit 1,000. And you also see her as somebody who just sometimes get reckless, with her words and stuff like that or whatever. She might just not know enough. Okay. Right. And what he said, I could tell you ain't. Oh my God. I'm hearing that song. What's my name? What's that song? That song when he be like, say my name. What's my name? When he said, I could tell you, he's like, I'm here to boss you up, baby. I can tell you don't know too much because you ain't been taught enough, baby. So that part right there, somebody's not mad at somebody now. Okay. Because they know that the person just was frustrated and they reached a boiling point and everybody got cussed out, not just them. And they just needed to focus up on their own personal happiness and healing. So somebody saying that, like they no longer mad, and it's the truth. And y'all could think like that about me. Some people they could be ready to forgive me or some shit, or no longer judging me and shit like that. Like, oh, she was just off her fucking rocker, huh? That's why she was acting like that. I see emotionally withdrawn and detached and all of that type of shit, talking shit to people. Oh, it's the truth. Because now your heart chakra is healed and stuff, and you giving out different energy. But that's how I started off. I was nice the whole time until people started fucking with me. Then I showed y'all who else I could be looking as the other one. I let her come out to play. You understand? Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, adjacent possibilities. So it's giving like whatever you are speaking is opening multiple doors. You got the church looking at you. You got other intellectuals looking at you. You got some comedians and shit like that wanting to connect and talking to you and things like that. Artistry, industry, all of that type of shit. You because of the way that you are and you're like not one way and it's like not one thing you're focused on and stuff like that. What you do got a bunch, or it's like a bunch of components all boiled in one, just like the earth type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that is opening multiple different doors. It's not one lane for you, period. It's like you could skate around this bitch is what I'm hearing. Peace, love, and like because of how you are, how dynamic it is with you in spirit. It's not just one topic or one thing the Lord is providing you with. Because some, and I feel like that in a is that's more due to organization. You understand from other people, okay? When it comes to that, they pick one topic or pick one thing that they're going to focus on, and that's what they're going to stabilize them or root themselves in and things like that. And that's what they got is like a flower. Okay, so this flower only produces this seed only produces these type of flowers and things like that. Where you're like a garden. So your garden has some of everything. Some of all the different flowers and things like that up in it, right? So if we was to look at like that, other people's garden only have one specific plant, one flower, one type of flower. Literally, it's like they got a field of daisies, a field of dandelions, a field of, you understand what I'm saying? But you got a garden, caring connections, and happy family. So look at you connecting with your spirit family, okay? With the sun, new beginnings, blessings, happiness, even with your real family. I see a blessed new beginning starting, okay? Probably this next sunny day, okay? You're gonna have a good outcome is what I'm seeing here. There's going to be a good outcome. So just go ahead and get you some rest and stuff like that. Because that's contributing to the good outcome. You doing what the Lord telling you and not moving out of desperation or fear or panic. Just relaxing. That way, what I tell you, when you're relaxed, okay, and when you're emotionally good, you're able to make healthy choices and decisions. You're able to rationalize. You're able to communicate effectively. Take care of yourself. So anxiety and you're less stressed and less worries. No, not even anxious when you're taking care of yourself. So go ahead, trust God. Keep trusting God and move forward without no worries. All right. And with that being said, y'all, I think this gonna be my, this the only talk I'm gonna give y'all today. This my TED talk for today. You understand? Door to romance here. Okay. So yeah, anxiety in reverse and caring connection. So there is something. Don't worry about that romantic situation either. I don't think you are, but maybe somebody is. I don't know if it's the other person. No, it's a new beginning. There's nothing to worry about. It's given like I'm hearing that song. Lil Mo, something about making it official, right? We ain't getting no younger. That type of shit. She wants to do that. So what? I don't know. Somebody, the woman wants to do that. Okay, victory here. Okay, girl. It's crazy. I walked in the store today and it's like somebody they recognized me in the store that worked in the store and they gave me such a big greeting. He was like, "Hey girl." Hey girl. So loud, you know? And I'm like, "Hey, now see, that's what I'm talking about right there." But with that being said, everybody take care. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day, fam. Yeah, take care.